Hello, everybody. It's been a while since I posted a video. Once in a while, I try to post a video. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna go upstairs. We're gonna pretty much show you my entire Vestron video collection on Blu-ray up till now, minus one. I'm waiting for in the mail, but I'll talk about that a little while. So, pretty sure everybody's seen this. And the one really little thing that bugs me is this right there, a little damage. But I'm not complaining because I live very, very far from either California or Kentucky. So, I live very, very far from those states and all that. So. Okay, let's talk about the original, the classic, Friday the 13th. The first four films have a new 4K scan, 4K scan of the original camera negative. So it's pretty amazing. I just can't wait to watch it. Probably gonna watch it 1 week before Halloween, so it's Saturday. I can't believe it's already a Halloween, not this Saturday, but next Saturday. So, both the uncut version and the theatrical R-rated version. Back in the day, I was actually watching a documentary, Trauma and all that, and it was really hard being a filmmaker back in those days because if you're independent and all that, they wouldn't tell you anything. You have to cut something. And it's really frustrating. But if you really did like Z grade or D grade or whatsoever horrible movies that you know will never see the light of day in the theater and all that, just you release it on video. You didn't need R rating and BS and all that. Okay. Audio commentary with director Sean Hess Cunningham, screenwriter Victor Miller, author, I should say, Peter Brack, and more. The uncut version only. So, fresh cuts, new tales from Friday the 13th. The man behind the legacy, Sean Hess Cunningham, pretty much the man that started everything. Theatrical trailer, TV spot, radio spot, still gallery. It's just really fun listening to old radio spots and all that from back in the day, from the 70s and 80s. Certainly horror films. Now let's go to the sequel. Friday the 13th, Part 2, in which the second part starts the legacy of Jason. The first one was his mother and all that, but the second one starts the legacy from, I don't remember what year this was released, 81, up till now. So another one, 4K scan. Inside Crystal Lake, Memories, the book, Friday's Legacy Horror Convention, which I really would like to go to a convention one day, but I live really, really far from California and Toronto and a lot of these places and all that. And certainly with the times right now, there's technically nothing coming in. So probably we're going to be for many, many years. We're not going to have anything. So podcast interview with Amy Steele. Trailers, TV spots, radio spots, still gallery. So a lot of these films, it's been a long damn time since I've seen them. Friday the 13th, 3D. Another one with 4K scan and a new 3D transfer, which I actually, the 3 discs that are gonna get fixed and all that. I ordered them, so I should be getting the discs in about probably 2 to 3 months. But still, I'm not gonna watch 3D, so I don't have a 3D TV, neither a player and all that. So audio commentary with actors Larry Zerner, Paul Kraka, Richard Brooke, and Dana Kimmel. Fresh cuts, 3D Terror, Legacy of the Mask, trailer, TV spots, and gallery. So the reason why I'm not really talking too much about a lot of these films is I don't really remember them. Because it's been such a long time since I've watched the entire Legacy films and all that. Okay. I don't remember if this... Okay, yeah, it is. Friday the 13th, the final chapter. There's one more after that. But audio commentary by director Joseph Zito, screenwriter Barney Cohen, and editor Joel Goodman. Fan audio commentary by filmmakers Adam Green and Joe Lynch, which is pretty awesome having special features like that. Slash scenes with audio commentary by Joseph Zito. Jason's Unlucky Day, 25 years after Friday the 13th, the final chapter, the lost ending, theatrical trailer, and still galleries and much, much more. So, but forgot to say, this has some lost footage that they found on an old, like 30 plus year old VHS. So I just cannot wait to watch it. That's gonna be fun. Oh, we're gonna use this one first. Okay. Friday the 13th, part 5. If Jason still haunts you, you're not alone. New audio commentary with actors Melanie Kanaman, try to say the name and all that, but Deborah Voorhees and Tiffany Helm. Audio commentary by director, co-screenwriter Danny Steinman, and actors Joe Shepard and Shavar Ross. Another fan audio commentary by Adam Green and Joe Lynch. New Beginning, the making of Friday the 13th Part 5. New Beginning, Lost Tales from Camp Blood Part 5. The Crystal Lake Massacre Revisited Part 2. And trailers and more goodies and all that. So this one, I think this one is in my top 5 favorites. Friday the 13th sequels and all that. I love this one. It takes place in a camp and all that, and yeah, I love this one. Okay. Friday the 13th, part 5, 6, 7. Did I miss one? I think I missed one. Ah, damn. Okay. What the hell? 6, 7. Okay, I'm confused. I don't know the order of this 86. Okay. Anyways, part 6, new audio commentary with actor C.J. Graham, Thorin Matthews, Vincent Gustafaro, Carrie Noonan, and Sitya Kania. Audio commentary by Tom McLaughlin. Fan audio commentary by Adam Green. Jason Lives, The Making of Friday the 13th Part 6. Jason Lives, Lost Tales of Camp Blood Part 6. The Crystal Lake Massacre Revisited third part. So that's going to be interesting. Friday the 13th Part 7. Audio commentary by director John Carl Buckler and actor Kane Hodder. Really love Kane Hodder. Just really a shame they never put him in Freddy vs. Jason, which I'm going to talk about in a little while. But it's just really frustrating that an amazing stuntman like that not being in the role of his life and all that versus Freddy. So that right there pissed me off. But anyways, audio commentary by John Carl Buckler and actor Lar Park Lincoln and Kane Hodder. Jason's Destroyer, The Making of Friday the 13th Part 7. The New Blood / Scenes. Mind Over Matter. Truth about telekinesis. Makeover by Maddie Need a little touch up my bum. So I'll say it, my ass. I don't know why they censored, but anyways, if you have the trailer and still galleries. So, and the last but not least of the Paramount, Jason. Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. Love the opening theme to this. I am obsessed. I've been listening to the damn theme since before the set was released and all that. I think a month or two ago. I'm a certain person on that. When I'm obsessed with a film or obsessed with a song, it's never going to go away. I have to watch it immediately, and then I'm appeased. But I don't know. Audio commentary by director Rob Heaton. It's really a shame that they didn't have that much money to do a lot of the stuff in Manhattan and all that. That they could have, I think it was done in Toronto or something like that. But they couldn't go to a lot of locations and all that. And a lot of the film takes place on a boat. So audio commentary with actors Scott Reeves, Jensen Daggett, and Kane Hodder. New York has a new problem. The Making of Friday the 13th, Part 8. Jason Takes Manhattan. Scenes, gag reels, and theatrical trailer and gag reels. So, still gallery, I should say. Okay. Jason Goes to Hell. The first New Line Cinema, the house that Freddy built, and it just really shows you that Adam Marcus was not ready to direct a film like this, a franchise that was so amazing via Paramount. I love this one. 99.999% of people hate Jason Goes to Hell. But you have to take it with a grain of salt and all that. Just forget the rest of the series. This one is like bottom of the barrel Jason. But yeah, it just really doesn't make sense. But if you don't really think of the Paramount years and all that, and you think of what Jason, the new Jason, what stupid idea he did and everything. But yeah. Both unrated and theatrical versions. This is the other disc that they have to replace because There's not a bunch, I think a bone or something like that, and ripping an arm or something like that. And I think it's a little too much zoomed or something like that. But it's stuff like that that I love, talking to real fans, people that love this stuff, that breathe, that sleep horror, just like a person sleeps and breathes and watches wrestling day in and day out. Or yeah, it's amazing. I love horror, but yeah. New audio commentary by director Adam Marcus and author Peter Brack. New interview with Adam Marcus and actor Kane Otter. So, additional TV footage with new optional audio commentary with Adam Marcus and Peter Brack. Wow. Audio commentary with Marcus and screenwriter, Dean Laurie and theatrical trailer. So, Jason X. I don't know what was the obsession. The one franchise that I can understand putting in space critters because they're from space. But why would you put the Leprechaun in space? And why would you put Jason in space? It's been a long time since I've watched it. I want to watch like I said in the beginning and all that, I want to watch the entire Friday the 13th box set and all that, just to really have the grasp feel of every film. So, new audio commentary, excuse me about that. New interviews with producers Sean S. Cunningham and Noel Cunningham. And actor Janie. Wow. This is what happens when you film like this. Actor Kane Otter and Christy Angus. Audio commentary with director Jim Isaac with I should say, with writer Tom Farmer and Noel Cunningham. The Many Lives of Jason Voorhees, a documentary on the history of Jason by any means necessary, the making of Jason X. So, Freddy vs. Jason. Commentary by Ronnie Yu, actor Robert Englund, and Ken Krasinski, Jason, which is just, I'm nothing against Ken, but like I said, the mid part of the video, just really shame that Kane Hodder never portrayed Jason in this, because it's just really, it's a crime against nature. But yeah, deleted scenes, deleted and alternate scenes, I should say, including the original opening and ending. Featurette gallery covering the film's development, art, direction, makeup effect, stunt work, and more. Visual effects exploring with the creative team, publicity, promotion, vignette. El Nino, How Can I Live music video. So yeah. Love this film. It's been a while since I've watched it. And last but not least, the reimagining or the remake of okay. Thought it was broken. Okay, yeah. The remake of Friday the 13th. They never they never made another Friday the 13th film. It's 11 years later. I think 11 years later. And I think in 2000, I was watching videos and all that. 2017, they were supposed to reboot or do a sequel to this or something like that. But yeah, they didn't want to. But okay, Both the original theatrical version and the extended unrated cut. Hacking back, slashing forward. Terror trivia track with picture-in-picture. 7 best kills. And the rebirth of Jason Voorhees slashed scenes. So, last but not least, the holy grail of the box set. Bonus material. What do you get with this set that is so special? Okay, you got new interview with composer Ari Manfredini, new location featurette, return to Crystal Lake, the making of Friday the 13th, the Friday the 13th Chronicles. Okay. Just sorry about that, everybody. I was just looking at something that came on my phone. I'm actually filming on my phone. The sole reason why I'm doing this is I want to get rid of my camera. I'm probably not going to get rid of it, but I'm probably never going to use it again. The sound is horrible, and it can only film 25 minutes. And I can't plug a microphone on it. And to this day, I still freaking regret buying that camera. But, yeah. Okay. The Friday the 13th Chronicles, Secrets Galore, Behind the Gore, documentary Slice and Dice, The Slasher Forever, documentary Scream Queen, Horror Heroine Exposed, Crystal Lake Victim Tell All, Tales from the Cutting Room, Friday Artifacts and Collectibles, and Jason Forever. So, amazing. I just cannot wait to dive into this set. And I hope one day, I actually hope one day we get the ultimate collection of this. A Nightmare on Elm Street. This is probably one of the best sets that they released. The Blu-ray is horrible. The one thing I hate about the Blu-ray is both movies, there's actually 2 movies on one disc, and I hate when companies do that. And there's some special features and all that, but I'm pretty sure they could pretty much find a lot more special features. And if, let's say, Shout Factory, or Scream Factory, I should say, releases this, they should release also Friday the 13th, Freddy's Nightmare, I should say. But, while we're talking about Friday the 13th, I do own the series, which has nothing to do with Jason Voorhees, which it's just really weird. But anyways, we'll see you upstairs. Welcome back, everybody. I decided not to do it upstairs. I decided I was going to do it downstairs. So, anyways, I hope a lot of you people enjoyed the Halloween, not the Halloween, sorry about that, Friday the 13th box set. Talking about a lot of the special features and all sorts of random stuff and all that. This particular video, I'm going to show you -1, which is pretty much coming in the mail right now. My complete vestron collection, and I'm having so much fun collecting those. So the first one is a film that I've owned once on DVD. I gave it to one of my friends and all that, which is really awesome. What I really like about the vestron collection is they're just not, they're not just like, boom, we're going to release it and all that. They have special features in this. And this is why I love the Vestron collection. Director, writer, Jim Marnorski. Actress, audio commentary, Kelly Moroni, and co-writer, second unit director, Steve Mitchell. Historian, director, writer, Jim, okay, yeah. All sorts of other commentaries and all that. Okay, yeah. Isolated score, trailer, and featurette, Back to the Mall. Chopping Mall. The Killbots, Soaring Chopping Mall. The Robot Speaks. The Lost Scene. Army at One, and Chopping Mall creating the Killbots. Those were pretty much amazing. 80s to me was an amazing decade for horror. Because if it wasn't for the 80s, certainly the 70s and all that, movies like Jaws, movies like Carrie, probably one of my all-time favorite, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Halloween. If a lot of these films, I'm drawing a blank and all that. I can't remember. It came before Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I can't remember. I know it was the same director that directed A Christmas Story and all that, but my memory is pretty blank and all that. It's a serial killer that is like taunting teenagers and all that in a house and such. Yeah, I cannot remember the title, but yeah, it's amazing, and it's Canadian. So, one film that I'm so stoked that we finally, that we finally got a proper edition of is Blood Diner. Blood Diner, love this film. And there's an audio commentary with the director. She's amazing, Jackie Kong. My God, it's so amazing. Featurettes. Queen Kong, the cook, the uncle, and the detective. Open for business. Soaring for Sheetar. You Are What They Eat. Archival interview. Project consultant Eric Caden. Yeah, trailer and such. So yeah. Like I said in the beginning of this part, why I love the 80s, the music, movies, television, commercials, everything. Even restaurants were amazing back in the 80s. Pretty sure McDonald's. I don't really remember too much of the 80s or restaurants and all that, but the little bit that I remember is mostly the music and probably movies. So, yeah. This one right here is really awesome. And I love it that they release a double pack. Waxwork 1 and Waxwork 2, Lost in Time. You get an audio commentary with Anthony Hickox and Zach Galligan. Theatrical trailer. Featurettes, The Waxwork Chronicles, Part 1 to 6, Vintage Making of Featurettes. So they include other special features from other releases and all that. It's amazing. Waxwork 2, the only thing you really get is audio commentary, so it's pretty good. Even the early 90s horror and all that was pretty decent. But mostly also in the 80s, you had a lot of like Z-graded films, really bad films, like Video Violence. An example like video violence and all that. Love the first one and second one. It's an example of how the 80s were back then. That you had like the big freaking camera and you were like this and just filming. Oh my god. I would. It's just really a shame that I never really was old enough to find a job or have money in the 80s and all that. I was, I think, 6 or 7 when the 80s ended, so yeah. One of my favorite horror comedies of all time, the original Return of the Living Dead, but this is the third entry. Pretty fun film. So you got an audio commentary with director Brian Yuzna, actress Melinda Clark, special makeup effects artist Tom Renoni, conversation with director Brian Yuzna. Brian Yuzna. That name rings a bell. Oh yeah. I think he's the one that directed Society. Yeah. I could be wrong about that. I think he's the one that directed Society. Amazing film, by the way. Screenwriter John Penny. Interview with special effects artists Steve Johnson and Chris Nelson. Interviews with production executives David Trippett and editor post-production supervisor Christopher Roth. So, yeah. The original one, I love so much. But the sequel and all that was a little harder to find. I think the only way you could find it, I think it was in a 6-pack. So I was so stoked when they released Chud 2, Bud the Chud. It had nothing to do with the original cult classic Chud. It's Cannibal Humanistic Underground Dwellers, or something like that. Chud. So, yeah. This one right here, love this one. The lair of the white worm. So, it's stuff like this. I hope Lionsgate's never, ever stop releasing these releases and all that, because it's so amazing. I wish a lot of companies, I don't know who owns the rights to a lot of the Orion library and all that. But I wish somebody would like release an Orion collection or something like that. But yeah, I do think that they still use Orion. Don't know who owns it. I don't know if it's. I don't know, but I know back in the day when they had some little independent studios that made amazing films, but they spent too much money and a lot of them don't exist anymore. So just like Vestron Video. Audio commentary by director Ken Russell. Lissy Russell in conversation with film historian Matthew Melia. Featurette, worm food, the effects of the lair of the white worm. And this is the reason why I miss a lot of these films, is a lot of it was special effects, props, and everything. You didn't have, when was this? 88. You didn't have CGI like you had now. I don't know if in the 80s, if they had CGI and computers and all that. I don't think so. I think it started in the 90s. But yeah, you really had to pretty much have an imagination, just really think, oh, this, I'm going to do this. And yeah. One that I really loved since the days that I've seen it,
Just an awesome, awesome film. Parents, love this film so much. Audio commentary with director Bob Balaban and producer Bonnie Palif. It would have been fun if Randy Quaid or Sandy Dennis or Mary Beth Ertz, at least one of them could have done a commentary or something like that. Isolated score, featurette leftovers to be with screenwriter Christopher Awthorne, yeah. Mother's Day with actress Mary Beth Earth. Inside Out with director of photography Robin Vigian. Vintage Tastes with decorative consultant Yolando Kumo, and trailers and still galleries and all sorts of all sorts of other goodies and all that. The next one is a film that I loved so much, and I think they released it like once. I don't know who released it on Blu-ray, but I'm so stoked to own the Gate on Blu-ray. Love this film. Audio commentary with director Tabor Takax, something like that. Sorry, I'm butchering a lot of names. Writer Michael Ninking and special effects designer and supervisor Randall William Cook. Special effect designer, supervisor Randall William Cook. Special makeup effects artist Craig Reedon. Special effects artist Frank Carrieri, something like that. And Mate photographer Bill Taylor. Isolated score from Hell It Came. The Workman Speaks. I don't know why I have a hard time saying something like this, but it's so fun doing videos like this, talking about a lot of these amazing films. Made in Canada. Another one that I remember, I think it's Canadian also. It was released by All the Films. Is The Pit. The Pit is an amazing film. If any of you people out there want to see an awesome film, it's about a boy and all that finds a pit, and he has like little creatures in it and all that, and he just brings people there, just throws them in there, and the monsters eat them and such. So yeah, it's really an awesome film. Back in the 80s, you had a lot of awesome, probably one film in the 70s that I remember of. But the 80s had a lot of good Canadian films also, which I didn't remember this one was Canadian. So, The Gatekeepers, vintage featurette making of the Gate, teaser trailer, and all sorts of other goodies and all that. So, another one that I'm so stoked to own. Loved the first one, Wishmaster. Wishmaster is pretty much about like a demon, something like that. You wish a car. It's a little like the premise of the Gate 2. The Gate 2 and all that. It's pretty much you try to wish something, but it turns into crap. So yeah, but in this one you die. So yeah, a lot of horrible things happen to you if you wish, you wish you had a lot of money and all that, but not too long after that, you die. Audio commentary with director Robert, the first one, Robert Kurtzman, and screenwriter Peter Atkins. Director Robert Kurtzman, and star Andrew. Okay, yeah. The talk. Okay, and star Andrew Devoff and Tammy Lauren. Isolated score, featurette, Out of the Bottle, The Magic Words, The Jinn. It's like some sort of demonic entity of jinn, or like a genie. So some sort of like entity like that. Captured Vision, Wishlist, and so many, a lot of special features in the first one. Audio commentary with writer-director Jack Schulder. The third one, an audio commentary with Chris Angel and cast members John Novak. The third one, you have Beyond the Gates of Hell. And last, The Prophecy Fulfilled, which is pretty weak fourth film and all that. But audio commentary with director Chris Angel and cast members Michael Trucco and Jason Thompson. Director Chris Angel and actor John Novak. Featurette Wish Masterpiece Feeder. So a lot of these special features I've never watched before. I'm going to have to watch them at some point. And they're all rated R. So, but they're all good. Even the fourth one is... They just really go down each film, but yeah. The Unholy. Audio commentary with director Camilo Villa. Composer Roger Bellin. Audio interview with production designer and co-writer Fernando Fonseca, featuring isolated selected from his unused score, featuring featurettes Sins of a Father with Ben Cross. So yeah, Demons in the Flesh, The Monsters of the Unholy. There's so many good special features. It just really surprises me from Lionsgate that they release a lot of... They really do an amazing job at this. So, excuse me. This one is the collection, 3-film collection, Warlock. So, an amazing collection. And a collection of films you probably would never get. Get audio commentary to director Steve Miner, isolated score, interview with Satan's Son, with actor Julian Sands, The Devil's Work with director Steve Miner, vintage interview with cast and crew, vintage featurette with visual effects supervisor. So yeah. And so many good, amazing special features. I'm not going to say each and every one because I'm going to be here for 2 hours. But anyways, the second one, the Armageddon, audio commentary with director Anthony Icox, vintage making of featurette, behind the scenes footage, extended vintage interview segment with actor Julian Sands, director Anthony Hicks, and actor Paula Marshall. And if you have the cool trailer and all other goodies, the third and final one, The End of Innocence, behind the scenes footage, vintage interview with segments with cast and crew, trailer, video sales promo. Damn, you don't see that a lot. And they're all rated R. So it's really frustrating these days is you cannot get a rated R film to the movie theater and all that. Not like the good old days and all that. But yeah. Slaughter High. Audio commentary with co-writer, director George Dugdale and Peter Litton. Audio commentary composer Ari Manfredini, featuring isolated music and the special effects. There. My Days of Doddsville with actress Carol Munro, alternate title sequence, and just back in the day, it must have been so fun, but a lot of work and just mentally would probably break you down. Acting a lot of these low budget films and all that. Even like a trauma film must be a lot of work to pretty much act in those. Like 18, 19, 20 hours days and all that. Man. Gothic. Really a different film. I liked it for what it was, but it's not my cup of tea. But it's a weird film, and it's something that you don't see a whole heck of a lot. So, audio commentary with Lizzie Russell in conversation with film historian Matthew Melia. So, isolated score, featurettes. The Soul of Shelley with author Julian Sands. This is pretty much the story of the creator of Frankenstein. What's her name? Damn it. Mary Shelley. Yeah, Mary Shelley. And I do own the original novel, the original book that she wrote. Frankenstein and all that. It's pretty much what Frankenstein is. It's like journals and everything, like Dr. Frankenstein writes in a journal and all that, and you just pretty much see the monster writes a lot of his thoughts and everything. And it's just really, I need to read it again because it's pretty much an interesting book. I've never watched Dracula, the Bram Stoker Dracula, and Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. I need to sit down and watch those. I'll probably do it during the Halloween. So, Class of 1984, loved that classic film. This one right here, love this one too. Class of 1999. You get what is really fun about this is a lot of these you have audio commentary on all of them. Probably the 2-3 packs and all that. There's probably some of them you don't have interviews and all that, or you probably have interviews but you don't have like audio commentaries. It's really it's the life of game. It's the game of life, or whatever you wanna say. Mark Lester. Oh yeah. Okay. Class of 19. The original director of Class of 1984, Mark Lester. Oh, cool. I didn't remember that he directed this. That makes sense. Interviews. School Safety with producer director Mark L. Lester, co-producer Eugene Mazzola. New Rules with screenwriter C. Courtney Joyner. Cyber Teachers from Hell with special effects creatures. Eric Allard and Rick Stratton. Future of Discipline with director of photography Mark Irwin, and TV spots and stuff like that. This I got in the mail, I think yesterday or Monday. I think it was Monday. It's not even open yet. I'm missing one, Bride of Reanimator. That is the only one that I'm missing. And I have the complete Vestron collection up till now. Until Lionsgate's that decide to release some more Vestron goodness and all that. H.P. Lovecraft, Dagon. Never really watched this, know nothing about it. So, audio commentary with director Stuart Gordon. Ooh, okay. The director of Reanimator and all that. Okay. And screenwriter Dennis Poley. Audio commentary with director Stuart Gordon and star Ezra Godden. Interview with Gods and Monsters. A discussion with director Stuart Gordon. Interview with filmmaker Mick Garris. Shadow over Imboka and vintage EPK featurette archival interviews with Stuart Gordon and concept art gallery and so much. Oh man, so much goodness in this. This one right here, I'm so stoked that they released this. Maximum Overdrive, and it does include AC/DC. So, audio commentary with Tony Magistral, author of Hollywood's Stephen King. Audio commentary by actor, comedian Jonah Ray and Blumhouse film executive Ryan Turek. So, I don't know if there's so many goodness interviews. An interview, okay. Rage Against the Machine, an interview with actress, okay. Ooh. An interview with actress Laura Arrington. Honeymoon Horrors. Kid in King's Court. An interview with actor Holter Graham. Wilton Factor, and so much. Oh man, there's so much goodies in this. This is all special features, so. Okay, now we're going to go to the last two that I have here. This is 1819, yeah. Okay. This one right here, I own twice. I own on Blu-ray, Region 2 Arrow Video that I purchased many moons ago, and I own a DVD French edition of this. It's Chills in French. It's a frisson, but chills, but shivers and all that. This film reminds me a little of a certain film that I watched before. It's basically it's a monster like that gets inside of you, and you get like aroused and everything, and you want to make love, and you just pretty much just to spread like they're like giant leeches or giant giant leeches and all that, and they go inside of you, and you become sexual and everything, and just really weird. But it's an awesome film. Last but not least, Little Monsters. Love this film. Before I continue with Little Monsters, audio commentary with director David Cronenberg. Love David Cronenberg. A lot of his films that I do own upstairs. Interviews with Mind Over Matters. An interview with writer-director David Cronenberg. Goodnight Nurse. An interview with Greg Dunnan. Archival 1998 David Cronenberg interview. So, and there's probably a lot more special features in this. But Little Monsters, it's about Fred Savage's character and all that. His little brother, Ben, characters and all that. They find out that there's a monster city underneath their bed and all that. And Maurice, every night Maurice just pretty much plays pranks and everything. And just a really awesome little kids movie. 1989 was an awesome awesome, awesome year for movies. Audio commentary with Jarrett Golan, editor-in-chief of cultmonster.com. Never heard of that, but isolated score, selective and audio interview with composer David Newman. Interviews Colin Maurice. An interview with actor Howie Mandel beneath the bed. An interview with producer. Starting to get a little tired. An interview with special makeup effects creator Robert Short. Vintage interviews with actors Fred Savage, Ben Savage, or later on would have his own series, Boy Meets World. His brother had his own series back in the day, the Wonder Years, which amazing series. Ben Savage, special makeup effects creator Robert Short, and director Robert Allen Greenberg. Behind the scenes footage, vintage footage, making Maurice, Howie Mandel, makeup transformation, and just that's it. Until pretty much we get some more amazing vestron goodness and all that. Just to say thank you to Lionsgates and all that, just to releasing a lot of, I have a hard time talking, releasing a lot of these amazing releases and all that probably nobody would have given a damn to release. So anyways, hope a lot of you guys enjoyed this long video. I think it must be close to 30 minutes, probably close to an hour, with the Friday the 13th one, and this one right here I wanted to do for a little while. So yeah. Anyways, hope a lot of you guys enjoyed it. Later.